Okay, good morning, class. Good morning, sir. So today we're looking at geometry. At this point, we looked at the basics of geometry. We know that angles on a straight line adds up to 180. We know that vertically opposite angles are equal. We spoke about angles around a point. And we spoke about complementary, supplementary. Not so? What is complementary angles? Angles that adds up to 90. Supplementary angles that adds up to 180. Okay. So at this point, you guys have done for homework already pages 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay? We worked systematically through it. I've gone through your books. I've checked where some of you are making common mistakes, and we spoke about that. Okay, so now we're looking at page 1. This is from the Mind Action Series textbook that you guys have. Okay. So consider the given diagram. Complete the following. Which angles are supplementary but not adjacent? So what does supplementary mean? Angles that adds up to 180. Adjacent? Angles that are next to each other or sharing the same arm and vertex. Okay. So angles that are supplementary but not adjacent. So which angles would that be? Angle P is plus 58. Not so. Let's check. So it must add up to 180. So 122 plus 58 is 180. So that means you say that angle P and Q. And now Q, if I'm referring only to that angle, I have to say it's angle Q 2. Or you can name it as P Q R, PQR, or RQP. You all understand? Right. Next. Is there any other angle that I'm not picking up here? S3 and R1. Can you all see that? So S3, which is 110 plus R1, which is 70, is also 180. So it's angle S3 and or plus R1 is also supplementary. Why? So it adds up to 180 degrees. Okay. Any problems so far? Is there any other angles that adds up to 180? Are the angles that supplementary but not adjacent? There is another few other angles that adds up to 180. Is 1, 2, and R2. Because if you look at S1 is 12 plus 58, which is 70, plus 110, also 180. Can you see that, people? So that's 1, that's 2 sets of angles. And then, okay, but this is adjacent. Okay, that's probably why you left it out. Okay, but that is also supplementary. But they say not adjacent, so okay, leave it out. Because S1 and S2 are adjacent angles. Okay. Right. Let's look at the next one. Which angles are adjacent supplementary angles? So what does adjacent supplementary mean? Now they are next to each other. They're sharing the same arm and the same vertex. Okay. So which angles are adjacent supplementary? R1 and 2, that adds up to 180. Can you see that, people? So angle R1 and R2. Is there any other? We can go with this here. They're all next to each other, not so. So it's going to be S3, S2, and S1. That will also be equal to 180. You all agree with that? Okay. Next question. Which angles are complementary but not adjacent? What does complementary mean? Angle that adds up to 90, but not adjacent, which means to say not next to each other. So which angles are adding up to 90? Q1 and Q2. Is that correct? 32 plus 58 is 90 degrees. So, Q1, okay, but not adjacent, but hang on, that angles are adjacent. So I can't consider that. So 58 and 32, is there any other 32 somewhere? No? 58 plus 12 is 70, not 80. Sorry? 70 plus 20. Sorry? Which angles are complementary but not adjacent? Q1 and 2 is adjacent to each other. They're next to each other. So that's not what they're looking for. I don't see any. Do somebody else see something? No. So I would say none. Why? Because they said not adjacent. Okay. You all okay with that? Any confusion? No. Right. Let's pull this up now. Still dealing with the diagram. Okay. Now we say which angles are adjacent complementary. Complementary is what? Angles that adds up to 90 degrees. So which angles are adjacent next to each other and adding up to 90? Q1 and Q2. That's 90 degrees here. So 32 plus 58. Not because it looks like it's a 90 degree angle. It is because it adds up to 90. Okay. So it's going to be Q1 plus Q2. Okay. Is there any other? No? Number 5. Which line segments are perpendicular? Perpendicular means to say what? They are 90 degrees to each other. Okay, if lines are parallel, that's what it looks like. If they're perpendicular, that means to say the line segments are at 90 degrees. Okay. So line segments that are perpendicular, it is VQ and QR. VQ and QR. Later on you will see me write it as VQ is perpendicular to QR. That means to say it's perpendicular as well. Okay, you all understand? Is there any confusion? Am I moving too slow? Am I talking too much? Yes, okay? Now move a bit faster, right? What you notice about the angle on line PST, this angle here. Notice about the angles on line PST. I think they're referring to these angles here. What do you notice about that angles? Equals 180 degrees. Equal to 180 degrees. And another word for 180 is supplementary. Or we can say angles on a straight line. Okay. Do you guys understand? It's really easy, no? God help the geometry is so easy. Yeah? You know, make this your favorite section of work. Huh? Every morning you wake up and tell yourself, it's my favorite. There will come a time you'll believe your lies. Alright, here we go. We're still on page 1, huh?
Yes, sir.
Alright. So the following pair of angles are complementary, supplementary, or neither. Now what does complementary mean? It adds up to 90. Supplementary, 180. Neither is neither 90 or 180. Okay. So what's 80 plus 10? 90. So that means to say it's going to be complementary. Complementary. Okay. What's 80 plus 100 degrees? 180, which is supplementary. Alright. What is 80 plus 110? 190. So it's neither. Alright, you guys understand? So what is x plus 35 plus 145 minus x? So x minus x cancels. 35 plus 145. 180. So this makes it supplementary angles. Not so? Let's look at the next one. What is 5x minus 60 plus 150 minus 5x? 5x minus 5x is 0. Negative 60 plus 50. It's going to be 90. Which makes this complementary angles. What is 2x plus x? 3x. What is 90 plus 90? 180. What type of angle is this? What is supplementary angles? Angles that are up to 180. What if x was 20? Then it wouldn't be. Then it would have been 60 plus 80, which is 240. Not supplementary. What if x was 1 degree? Will be 3, which is 180 plus 3. Is that supplementary? No. So is this complementary or supplementary? Neither. Under what condition will that be supplementary? If x is equal to 0. Then it will be complementary. Why? Sorry, supplementary. Why? Because 0 times 3 is 0. And 0 plus 180 is 180. For which value of x will 3x plus 80 be complementary? (180 minus) is you on the right track? Minus 90. So that means you say this is supposed to have been minus 90. But my question is, what's the value for x for which it will be complementary? Negative 30 is well done. Can you see that? If x was negative 30, then it would have been 3 times negative 30, which is negative 90, plus 180, which is 90. Then it would have been complementary. Okay. But as it stands there, no specification is made, so we can't just assume it's going to be minus 30 or it's going to be 0, whatever. So realistically, we're going to say rather it is neither. Safer. Okay. Unless we have specified if x is minus 30, then it's going to be complementary. You guys understand? Alright. And then this one here, we add this, what do we get? 3x plus 90. So this is also neither. If it's 0, it would have been complementary. If x is 0, it will be complementary. And if x is, when will this be supplementary? No, supplementary means 180. So 90 plus what is 180? 90. So 3 times what is 90? 30. Okay, you guys understand? But for all for now, it's going to be neither. Alright. People, let's carry on with our lives. Let's look at C. C, we are told that write down the complement, supplement of each angle. People, what does complement mean? It adds up to 90 degrees. So that is 90 here. So what's the complement of 20? 70. So 90 minus 20. What's the complement of 37? 53. 90 minus 20, 37, 53. What's the complement of 2x plus 50? So it's going to be 90 minus 2x plus 50. Not so. So it's 90 minus 2x minus 50. Which is 40 minus 2x. See any confusion? And if you look at it, 2x minus 2x is 0. 50 plus 40 is 90. Okay. So look at the next one. You got 90 minus 30 minus 2x. It's going to be 90 minus 30 plus 2x, which gives you 60 plus 2x. Okay. Is there any confusion there? Nobody? We're moving at a better pace now. Okay. Still too slow. Alright. I know you guys want to get into the new geometry work now, no? Alright. Let's go to supplementary. Supplementary means what? 180 degrees. Okay. So, what's the supplement of 20? 160. What's the 180 minus 20? What's the complement of 37? 143. What's the complement of 2x minus plus 50? I'm going to say 180 minus 2x plus 50. You see, I don't do this in my head. I don't keep myself brave. No? You go through the notion. Gives you 180 minus 2x minus 50, which is 130 minus 2. Okay, you guys got it right? Who got that one right? Okay, not everybody's going to get full marks with geometry. No? Alright, so we go 180 minus number 4, which is 30 minus 2x. So it's going to be 180 minus 30 plus 2x, which is 150 plus 2x. Alright, you guys understand?
Yes.
Is there any confusion? Any questions? Right, the full lesson can be found in the description box below. Okay. That was last year's lesson that I gave to the grade 8s. Okay. People, let's go on to the next page, page 2. Now we're getting the real deal, no? Right. This is now more exciting. Huh? We lie to ourselves and we tell you, yes, exciting. Yeah? We spent a lot of time on this yesterday. So let's see. For those of you who didn't understand, or you're still having some issues, we'll try and clear it out for you now. Okay. People, angles on the straight line adds up to 180. So you say x plus 137 equals 180. Why? Angles on the straight line, yes. Angles on the straight line. That is why the reason is there. No? The reason column. In your exam, you'll also give you an answer book like this. Okay, you'll have one side statements and one side reason. Okay. And what you will also notice is that as I was going through the examples with some of you, I also wrote on the diagram. You see that you must also start that habit of writing on the diagram. Okay. So x is equal to 180 minus 137. Gives you an answer of 43 degrees. Alright, you will agree with that? Is there any confusion? No. Alright, let's go to the next one. The next one is to calculate y. That's angles on a straight line. Skip a line now. No? This is y plus 141 is equal to 180. Reason? Angles on a straight line. Okay, I see some of you just skip the finger space there and you wrote the answer there. I mean the reason. Okay, leave some space between it. And about halfway through the page, you write your reason on that side. Okay, so when we mark, it makes it easy for us to mark. Okay, especially for some of you who write very small. Okay, so y is equal to 180 minus 141, which is 39 degrees. Okay, you guys understand? Yes.
Will you lose a mark if you forget to put the degrees on top of the answer?
No, you won't. You will lose marks many other places, so we overlook that. But people, the right thing is to write degrees, okay? And many times you'll see me not write it because I'm not a very good student. Yeah? Right, let's look at the next one, B. What can be calculated first? X, angles on a straight line. So x plus 164 is equal to 180. Why? Straight line. Okay, or angles on a straight line, or adjacent supplementary, is all acceptable. Okay, anything that makes sense to us, we give you the mark for it. Okay. If you're confused about something, ask and we can tell you if it's acceptable or not. Okay. So we have x is equal to 180 minus 164, which gives you an angle of 16 degrees. Okay. See any confusion here? No? The next one, we can say these lines are, these are your two lines. The vertically opposite angles are equal. Not so. So I say y is equal to 164. Why? Vertically opposite angles. Okay. Vertically opposite angles. Okay. Shabuddin, it's nice seeing you today, Michael. Huh? Did you go to the doctor? I tell you to start taking Crash Guard. Did you start taking it? No, please take it. It will build your immune system. No? So, Crash Guard. Right, let's look at the next one. The multivitamin. Okay. Let's look at the next one. Y plus 54 plus y will add up to 180. So y plus 54 degrees plus y is equal to 180. Well, reason. Angles on a straight line. So, we got y plus y, which is 2y, equals 180 minus 54. What's 180 minus 54? 126. Therefore, y is equal to 63. Easy, no? Yes? Yes, Michael? In the previous sum, okay? Yes?
That was a y. Can you just write 2y from the beginning instead of y?
Oh, you want to go from there straight into this?
No,
So you want to say 2y plus 54 plus 180? Yes. Yes. I see this is too long for you. You just want to move on to the next one. Nice. Let's look at D. What's going to happen here? Also angles on a straight line, not so. So we say 48 plus x plus 56 plus x is equal to 180. Why? Straight line. Or angles on a straight line. So 40. You got 2x is equal to 180 minus 48 minus 56. Gives you an answer of. That's 50 is 90. Sorry? 76. To get x on its own, divided by 2, so x is equal to? Sorry? 38. 38 degrees. Okay, you guys agree with that? See any confusion? Huh? No confusion. Right. So yesterday geometry became the best for some of you, no? Yes. Keep it that way. So on Saturday evenings, if you've got nothing to do, take out your geometry. No? That's what I do. Okay? The kids go to the movies and I sit at home. What do I do at home? Maths. Huh? Mini. Right? This Right. People, let's look here. What is that? 90. So that means you say 45 degrees plus x is equal to 90. Why? It's a right angle. It's given a right angle. If it's on the diagram, then it's given. Okay. So given, or you just say right angle. Or you, some of you say perpendicular. Or some of you say complementary. No? No, it all means the same thing. Okay. So that means to say x is equal to 90 minus 45, which is 45 degrees. Okay, so right? 45 in here. Now to calculate y, what can I do? I can say 45 plus 45 or 90 plus 50 plus y. 90, which is this 90 here, plus 50, which is that angle there, plus y is equal to 180. Y? Straight line. Or adjacent supplementary or whatever you understand. Okay. So y is equal to 180 minus 90 minus 50, which is 40. 40 degrees. People, you guys understand? Is there any confusion? Okay. Let me know if there's something funny happening. Yeah. People? We're on the next page now. So let's go to page 3. Geometry page 3. Calculate with reason the value of x and y. Okay, the first diagram, there's only an x. So vertically opposite angles are equal. So it's going to be x is equal to 60y. Vertically opposite angle. Okay. You all agree with that? Right. Aisha's yawning already. She's saying it's boring. Aisha? Boring. Right, let's look at B. We got x, 77, y. What can be calculated first? X. X is vertically opposite. So x is equal to 77. Vertically opposite. Angle. Right. How do you calculate y? Angles on a straight line. Oh, I could have said, see, because this is now 77. 77 plus y is also 180. It's the same. Okay. So y plus 77 degrees is equal to 180y. Angles on a straight line. So y is equal to 180 minus 77, which is 103 degrees. Easy. Huh? C. Where do we start here? X. You can say x is equal to 32. As you can see, there's two lines here. Whoops, wrong line. This one here. So that angle is equal to that angle. Vertically opposite. This whole angle here, people, is also equal to this whole angle here. Eh? Alright, so we're saying that x is equal to 32 degrees. Why? It's vertically opposite angle. Okay. How are you going to calculate y? Angles on a straight line. We could have gone that way, or here's also a straight line. Can you see? It would have been that angle there. Okay. So again, you don't have to name the angle you're working on as well. So you do the straight line, sorry. So we just say 32 plus, this is 90. Now, do I have to say HOF is 90? No, because it's given to us. It's on the diagram. Can you see that, people? So what we just say, we just use it as 90, 32 degrees plus 90 is equal to, plus y, sorry, equals 180. Why? Angles on a straight line. So y is equal to 180 minus 90 minus 32. Get an answer of 58 degrees. Okay. You can't help but to fall in love with this stuff, no? Yes. Yes. Now maths is making sense. Huh? Alright, let's look at the next one. Sorry? What do you say? Say. What she say? You got water? Here's a tap. Drink. Here's a bottle. Sanitizer, whatever you want. Yeah, drink. You can have some water. Right. People, let's look at D. What can be calculated here? X. Those lines are Those vertically opposite angles are equal. So x is 34. Y is vertically opposite angle. Okay. So if this is 34, then that is also 34. Why? Because they're both x's. Can you see that, people? So this, if you got the same variable in the diagram, that means to say those values are the same. Alright, you guys understand? Right. So, how are you going to calculate y? You can say y plus 34 plus 34. We don't have to say x anymore. Why? So x is 34. You see that, people? So what do we say? Y plus 34 plus 34 equals 180. Why? Straight line. So we say y is equal to 180 minus 34 minus 34. And what is 180 minus 34 minus 34? It's 60. It's going to be 68 is 1. Okay. You guys understand? Alright, let's carry on. So we're on page 3 now. Move this over a bit. Alright, so now we're on page 4. Okay. Sorry? Right, page 4. Calculate the value of the unknown angles indicated by small letters. So what do we know here, people? We know that x plus 47 plus equals 360. So we say x plus 47 plus 75 plus 155 equals 360, and the reason? They have a revolution or angles around a point. Nice. This is something small. Alright. So let's go. X is equal to 360 minus 47 minus 75 minus 155. Give an answer of 83. Okay, let's check. 360 minus 47 minus 75 minus. Okay, people, you guys are making a lot of noise. We'll give you 83 is absolutely correct. Okay. Let's carry on. B. What can happen here? Again, x plus 78 plus 200 equals 360. So x plus 78 plus 200 is equal to 360. Why? Revolution. 2x is equal to 360 minus 200 is 160 minus 78 is 82. Okay. You all agree with that? Yes. So how do I get x on this out? Divide by 2. You see how important equations is to us now? That's why we spent a lot of time on equations. Okay. Alright. Remember, your next exam is going to be based on a lot of equations and some geometry, né? A lot of geometry. Let's look at the next one. People, is it fair for me to say that x plus 90 plus 45 plus 2x plus x plus 8 equals 360? You can say it, but it's not going to help us solve the sum. Why? Because there are two unknowns in this equation, an a and an x. Not so. So what we do is, when we set up equations, we set up equations in such a way that we have one unknown in the equation. That's the idea. Okay. So let's go here. We can calculate a. Why? Because of these two lines. So the vertically opposite angles are equal. Not so? So what can we start off by saying A is 45. Why is A 45 degrees? It's vertically opposite angles. So I put 45. I'm going to calculate B. I can now say 90 plus 45 plus 2x plus x plus 45 plus x equals 360. I can do that. Not so? So A is now determined as 45. But why do I have to go through all of that if I could have just said 45 plus 2x plus x is equal to 180? You can solve x there. Not so? And this, I'm sure, even an easier way. I can just say 90 plus x plus 45 is 180. Why? Angles on a straight line. Or I could have used that straight line and say 45 plus 90 plus x is also 180. You guys understand? So let's go with that. We say 45 degrees plus 90 plus x is equal to 180. Angles on a straight line. So x is equal to 180 minus 45 minus 90 gives us 45 degrees. Alright, people, you guys understand? Alright. Let's look at D. So there's x's, y's and z's. Again, when we set up an equation, we're going to set it with the equation up with one unknown. Okay. So what can be determined first? X. She says y, yes, no problem. These angles on a straight line. Okay. But it's easier to just do x first, as we see that those lines are intersecting, so vertically opposite angles are equal. So x is equal to 40 degrees. Why? It's vertically opposite angles. Okay. I put 40 here. Right. What else can be calculated here? We say the y. So we say now that 40 plus 3y plus y is equal to 180. Reason? Angles on a straight line. So 3y plus y is 4y is equal to 180 minus 40. So 4y is equal to 140. 140 divided by 4 is 35. Okay. You all agree with that? Then how do we calculate z? Angles will begin on a straight line. Or I could have used that straight line there. Not so. So I say 40 plus z equals 180. Why? Straight line. So z is equal to 180 minus 40, which is 140 degrees. Alright, people, you guys understand? What if the question was determine the size of MOR? Determine the size of angle MOR. So where is MOR? MOR. So MOR is what? 3y. Can you see that? So therefore, MOR will be 3y. And what is y? 35. So 3 times 35 is 105. You guys understand? Okay, and they can ask you many other things. Okay, just to give you an idea. Okay. Any confusion? That's what we did yesterday. Right. Now we're going to solve for x and y here. This was the last sample that I gave you for almost, no? Now we're going to solve for x and y here. Huh? Angles on the straight line. So what can be worked out first? X. Okay, y, no problem. Y plus 80 equals 180y straight line. So you got y is equal to 180 minus 80, which is 100 degrees. Now we're going to calculate x. X plus 80 equals 180. Why? Straight line. Or I could have said x plus 80 plus 80 plus 100 is equal to 360. Why? Revolution. Both would give you the full answer and the full mark as well. But normally we set up the equation as small as possible. Okay, because then it eliminates the chance of making a mistake. Okay. So it's going to be x plus 80. You're so happy the bell rang, so there's no working thing. The reason there's a straight line, so you're going to get 2x is equal to 180 minus 80, which is 100. So divided by 2, x is 50 degrees. Okay. Guys understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so that basically brings us to the end of this video. Okay, the next video we'll probably do from page 5 onwards.